guys, welcome back to my Project Life. This is my Project Life album for 2021 and this is the first part of June. Today I'm using cards from the Maggie Holmes Project Life kit. I absolutely love everything Maggie Holmes and I thought these cards went really well with the photos and the colors in my photos, so that's why I decided to use for this particular spread. I'm just kind of laying out all the cards that I want to use and just trying to figure out where I want to put some of the embellishments. This kit in particular came with cards and embellishments, so it was kind of one of those smaller mini kits. I've had it in my stash for quite some time, but I thought, like I said, it went really well with these particular photos, just some of the colors and things. So I kind of laid everything out there. I have this Simple Stories chipboard sheet that I am going to place a couple different pieces around the layout. I really like that pink butterfly that I added to that journaling card on the right hand side. And then I am just kind of removing some of the sticky that are on the back of some of these chipboard pieces because I wasn't exactly sure if I wanted to keep the pieces in those spots. Sometimes the backing comes off and sometimes it doesn't, and it's really not all that sticky. But when I add it to photos, it seems to stick a bit better than when I add it to cardstock. So that's why I kind of was seen like patting the back of that just to kind of remove some of the sticky. If you want to remove all the sticky, you can also use one of those little EK6S powder tools or just a little bit of baby powder on the back of your stickers, and then they just become not sticky anymore. And then you can add your adhesive when you're ready to actually adhere it to the page. What I'm doing now is just kind of going through. I wanted to use as much of this chipboard as possible. Again, just pulling things from my stash. I have quite a stash that I want to get through, and I have been known to hoard things like chipboard stickers and things, and I really wanted to use the chipboard pieces up. I wanted to try to use that sticker sheet or that chipboard sticker sheet up as much as possible. So that's kind of why I pulled so many things off of it. Plus, I love the chipboard pieces. The Simple Stories ones are nice because they're more a thin chipboard. So for Project Life albums, or if you just don't want a lot of bulk in your album, those chipboard pieces are great because they're thinner, but they still give you a little bit dimension. I also love the crepe paper ones, but they're just so thick. I love the thickness because I think they're just fun and chunky, but they do bulk up your album a lot. So if you're looking for like a thinner chipboard element, Simple Stories has some really great ones. Now I'm just taking some washi tape. Definitely don't use my washi tape anywhere near as much as I should. So I am pulling it out this time and just adding it in random places that I thought the photo or the card needed a bit more. And I just use this tape here to anchor the little embellishment. This is Be Kind, Work Hard. So this is a picture of my daughter's last day of 6th grade. So excited at this point for school to be done and over. That's one thing. I know obviously they need to go to school, but I am not a fan of school. It is very stressful. My daughter gets stressed out because she's stressed out. I'm stressed out. So I absolutely love summer vacation. I cannot wait for summer vacation. I can't tell if I like summer vacation more or she does. So I was super excited at this point that she was out of school. It was our last day and we were going to enjoy our summer. So now I'm just kind of gluing down some of the die cuts and chipboard pieces that I pulled out. And this cards here on the bottom left hand layout, these are 4x6 pockets, but because the pocket, or sorry, this is a 4x6 pocket, but because I didn't have two 4x6 photos, I am just going to end up gluing these two pieces together so that they become like a 4x6 card. And I'm not sure why I cut that one in half with me in the bathing suit, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't thinking at the time, but I will end up putting them back together because they will fit in the pocket as a 4x6 photo. So now just adding some more washi tape down, adding some more elements down. The picture here is a picture of a ferret that we saw at the pet store, and we immediately fell in love. And of course, we grabbed her and took her home. Her name is Sasha. And we had another ferret at home at the time that we felt like was very lonely. His little partner had passed away earlier in the spring, and we thought that Einstein, which is the ferret that we had, would really enjoy having a little new friend to hang out with. So now I'm just going around, like I said, adhering everything down. Sometimes I'm using my tape runner, sometimes I'm using liquid glue. It just kind of depends on what I'm sticking things to and what I'm actually sticking down will determine whether I use like a tape runner or a liquid glue. And I absolutely love that art glitter glue. It is very, very strong, and I love the really thin tip on it, so I highly recommend that if you have never used that before. Now I have this 4x4 picture, or yes, 4x4 picture of Sasha that I'm just adhering to the other side of that card so I can make a 4x6 item to put in the pocket. And then I'm pulling out these chipboard pieces. Again, trying to pull some stuff out of my stash that I haven't used in a while. I absolutely love, I think I said chipboard, but the wood veneer. I absolutely love wood veneer. It's one of my favorite things. It's another thing that I attempt to hoard a lot that I'm trying not to hoard. So I'm pulling out several pieces here that I'm going to glue around the page. This one is a little camera that has the center open, and I didn't want it to show the picture through. So what I did was I put a piece of washi tape on a scrap piece of white paper and then put the wood veneer on top of that. And then that way you can see the little polka dot washi tape through the center of the camera and not the picture in the background. I pulled out this little arrow that I'm going to add. This art glitter glue works great with wood veneer, so definitely recommend it for wood veneer. And actually, the wood veneer is so light, you can probably use a tape runner. It's just my tape runner, it's too skinny to use the tape runner, so that's why I use the liquid glue in this case. So now I'm just putting these two together to make the 4x6 because it's going to go in another 4x6 pocket. And I just use some of that washi tape that I've been using on the layout to put these two together. Have a little heart that I'm going to add on. And I think that looks cute there. And then the chevron was a little bit too big, so I am going to trim it down just so it's two chevrons long, I guess. And then I'm going to use that to point towards the ferret. Just bringing your eye into the layout. Adding another little arrow here. And I'm sorry if you can hear my voice if it sounds a little nasally. It's been a little bit since I was able to do a voiceover because I did get my daughter's cold. She was gracious enough to share that with me. And I was sounding really bad and really stuffy about a week ago. And it's just this residual that's just hanging on. You know how you get a cold and it just seems like it lasts forever. Feel completely fine, but unfortunately it's just kind of hanging out, my nasaliness. But so I apologize if I sound a little bit nasally today. I just added Sasha with these foam thickers. Again, something else that's in my stash that I have way too many of and don't use nearly enough of. So I thought it'd be cute to add these to the layout. The foam thickers do seem to adhere a lot better than any of the chipboard, so I typically don't end up adding any liquid adhesive or any adhesive behind them. Sometimes I do just because sometimes they're just not sticky when I pull them off the sheet, but these were, and they do seem to adhere and stay, so I didn't feel the need to add any additional adhesive. Here's a little Tim Holtz word or phrase strip that I'm adding. It's just black and white and it looks like typewriter font. These are never sticky, so I always add liquid adhesive to them. And I'm going to add that to the picture of, I think, my daughter. I'm going to do it this bottom photo. So this photo on the bottom right, or the two bottom photos, are a picture of my daughter at the beginning of 6th grade and the end of 6th grade. I love to have those in my album, showing like the difference between the beginning and the end. She definitely looks a lot different. At the beginning of 6th grade, she really wasn't wearing makeup, and then end of 6th grade, she definitely decided to start wearing makeup. And so that's really it. Thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments below. If you have any, or if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and I will be back again soon with the next Project Life video. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Have a great day.